Sunday, Monday, Corey days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Corey days. Corey Day. What a day for YouTube. This content is ours. Scoop along with me those Corey days. Hey, you guys, what a journey that was, and welcome to the Steele Wars Hyperchat. It is Thursday, the 29th of April, 2021. It is Corey Thursdays, and Corey, just how are you first up?
Oh, dude, good. You know what I'm saying? Like, just I was duped. I was duped just now. I was duped.
Oh, that was not a thing?
Nah, man. I was on Twitter and someone tagged me in this Wikipedia page that had like details of a new Clone Wars box set, and it's super detailed. It's like the most detailed thing I've ever seen, and it talks about what's in it, and it says that there is 4 episodes being added that were pre-animated but never put out. And so I got really excited. I went downstairs and told Garrett, Noah, and Claire. I got them all excited. Then I came back up, talked to you, was texting everyone, and now I realized it's a fan Wikipedia page for fan-made ideas. So, all right, let's start the show, huh?
Sal Perales of the Rogue Rebels say, when the scoop scoops you.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. We're getting the bad batch. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I was shocked they were going to physical media.
Yeah, I was like, okay, maybe that's a good way to drive up the sales. I mean, clearly they'd want to do something, right? But I guess. But you know what's weird is the guy who tagged me in it, he just DM'd me. He's like, dude, if that's fake, then that's the most detailed fake he's ever read, which I agree with. But then again, that hasn't been announced anywhere, so I don't know. I have, yeah. This has been between last weekend's fake leak and like this one. This is too much.
So what was last weekend's one?
There was a leak of a scene between Rex and Commander Cody in the Bad Batch, but it was all fake. And somebody just like, I don't know, it was weird because somebody sent a really convincing screenshot of a shot of Commander Cody that we hadn't seen before. And then later on, like the next day, we realized it was an altered shot, but it was yeah, I feel it. It hurts. I literally was texting Aubrey right before, like right as we're getting on. I'm like, oh, it's fake. Because I sent her a lot of caps and excitement. And yeah, it's not happening.
You had me. I thought we were sitting on a sweet scoop. I was just about as you were going to start talking about it, bring it up on StarWars.com. But guess what? It's not on StarWars.com, Corey.
No, it's not. It's not at all. It's not at all. I'm looking at this page again because it says it's on a site called Disney. Oh, yeah, Disney Fanon, which means it's a fan. It's fan stuff. It says Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the complete series, will be released on Disney on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K in December 2021. No, it won't. This is so crazy detailed. This is a sin. Wow. This is a sin.
Hey, Corey, do you want to talk sins?
Uh-oh, yeah.
What about this in the new Darth Vader comic?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
So this is an article on thedirect.com by Andrew Gilman. And in the new Darth Vader, I think it's issue 11, there is a scene with Darth Vader has Luke's hand in a jar, Futurama style, right? And there's all these chambers surrounding where the jar is, and there's a couple of Snoke-looking bros all up in there. And Darth Vader says, the scalpel of creation. I used it to make all of these things. I can use it to make anything.
Yeah. I just want to know why. That's all. Like, because you have to think. So, first off, where are you at? And second of all, dude, are you in a trash compactor right now? What is going on?
Dianoga's got me.
So somebody had to grab Luke's hand and put it in the jar. That event took place in between Empire and Jedi. That happened.
All right. Well, answer me this, right?
Okay.
You're down in Bestwood, down below. You see the lightsaber and the hand. Like, you don't just you get the set. Collect them all. Like, imagine, you collect those Hot Toys figures. Imagine like leaving a hand somewhere. You just think about it all the time.
Funny to say. Right next to me, I literally have a hand. Luke's hand.
Oh my God! It's the scalpel of creation.
It's right here. I have Snoke in my hand right here. Here he is.
Wow, he's got the whole hand in his hand.
So this is on Exegol, correct? And this is the Emperor talking to Vader. So
is this on Exegol?
That's what I see in the chat.
Okay.
So did the person who take the lightsaber take the hand too, or did they leave the hand and take the lights? Like I want to know exactly what that was like. So, wow, Sal, that's a really nice thing to say. You said I can create anything. Thank you.
Oh. Because wasn't the original Force Awakens thing that the hand was still holding the lightsaber and it was floating through space?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure in The Empire Strikes Back he does let go, doesn't he? Or doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It flies off.
Yeah.
I guess they could fall in two different places. But
like when they parachute in like a Fast and the Furious movie, they can reconnect.
But thing is, this would require Vader to alert an Imperial and say, "Hey, I just chopped off like my son or Luke Skywalker's hand. Can you get it for me?" This requires like, what is the story?
No. Imagine that faux pas. Hey, I just chopped off my son. I mean Luke Skywalker's hand. Sorry. Yeah. What a faux pas.
What a call.
You just kill them. You just snap their neck and just wait for the next operator to come online. Start again. God. Reset. You're going to kill them that week anyway. Who cares?
Right, exactly. They're take their hand. So does that mean that Snoke has strands of Skywalker in him?
Listen, do you know what I think it means?
What?
I think it means nothing. I think it's just misdirection. I think it's just Gallius Rax. I think it doesn't connect. But what they love to do is tantalize that it does, which is silly. Like it's just don't enough with the clone. There's clones everywhere now. Everywhere there's everything's got something in a jar these days.
So Snoke, when they ask him, "Who are you?" He's Snoke Skywalker. That's gonna be the next comic issue. Everyone's a Skywalker now. Wow. Yeah, this is the thing about the comics, man. It gets wild. I mean, cool for whoever came up with that. I guess put the hand in a jar.
All right, wait. I'm interested in this. And Nish, Steele. That's what Matt Martin said. What did he say? There's nothing indicating it's Snoke or anything like that. Yeah, it's just like, stop trying to be clever. It's a comic. Just keep it simple.
It's literally on Exegol in the same area where Snoke is being made. It's definitely not an oversight, or I don't know. It's
All right,
good.
Anish says about the misdirection. Thank you, Anish. Excellent Twitter reporting. Oh my God, Vader's leg is messed up. What happened?
Dude, well, not only that, but Vader has a super battle droid arm. I don't like we're starting to veer into old Legends crazy comic zones now. Like completely.
It's like I know like when I tweeted, I think I saw you tweet about it, and then I retweeted it, and Catherine Dean said, "Oh, that I was gonna test out the comics again, but nah." And I agree. It's just like I'm just someone I like to buy into something totally. Do you know what I mean? And this stuff is just so goofy that I'm just like, you can keep your comics.
Do you imagine in Rogue One if Krennic like went to Vader and he has a super battle droid arm on? I mean, yeah. It feels like every time I see something from the comics, there's like it's like such a big Legends, feels like an expanded universe thing. Like they have that General Grievous Jedi that has the 4 arms. I don't know anything about that, but it's pretty funny to me.
Oh, not the Mon Calamari one.
Yeah.
That was that last page. You know how it's like a preview for the next issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a preview for me not buying the next issue.
Oh, that's stars. Great.
Oh, that's just
General Carbon.
Then oh, see, this is the thing with Sal, right? This is the problem with him. Like, let's just listen. They're allowed to have their opinion about Star Wars, but that character sucks, okay? And that's a fact. And Sal has this magic power where he'll go, oh, General Carbon. The cool thing about him is on, you know, the 4th planet of Kisimo, he fought the Dengawi warriors. And you're just like, damn it!
Yeah.
Just leave me. Let me be negative about one Mon-Cal robot Jedi. Hey? Let me have this. Let me have this. And this is always my thing of just like, just leave it be. Like then they've got this like giant kyber crystal that they're poking with a stick to make angry because it's gonna fuel the final order fleet or something. It's just too much. Trying to be too clever.
Interesting. Yeah, that's. I think I stopped reading. I remember when I read the first issue and thought it was slightly ridiculous that Luke interacts with Vader before Empire so many times, and they actually fight so many times. That's kind of where, for me, the comics I just was like,
yeah,
I don't see how that's, yeah.
See, the thing with that, like, I am so against it. Like, they just should not meet. Like, all those good things happen in the movies because that's why there's movies about them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the major points in the Galactic Civil War. That's why there's movies made.
Right.
And so when they met again, and then later on, like, he fights Boba Fett, but he's blinded or some. It's just too goofy. But that, like, in the first issue, they're face to face. Luke's got a lightsaber, and it's disgusting, right? And I should be furious. But here's the thing: Star Wars #1, Marvel, came out on January 15th, and January 15th is my birthday.
Oh.
So I read it and just went, "Oh, it's my birthday! Woo!" And it dulled the pain. But terrible.
Damn. Wow, that was kind of deeper than I thought, but here we are. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the comics. I think the only one I really like the Canon one though. I always go back to that one. That one was really solid. The Canon little mini series they did.
Well, they have good moments and some great moments, but the thing is, if then they have these totally goofy Mon Cal Jedi robot moments. I'm just like I don't want to go halfway through comics to find out whether they're good or not. I would just like it if they're all good. Do you know what I mean? Like so far, like Disney Plus, like Marvel and Star Wars, it's all good. Like it goes up and down, but it's like all of a standard. Like nothing's happened in it where I'm just like, you're killing me. You're killing me. Oh, except that towards the end of the Gunslinger, Mandalorian, chapter 5, a few quibbles, but yeah. Anish says, "What did you think of the rise of Kylo Ren?" It just annoyed me because it didn't match up with the film.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't want to like mental gymnastics of how it's just like I'm just gonna forget about it. Like this is lessening my enjoyment of the movies. So away.
Yeah, I think the rise of Kylo Ren just showed me like stuff I would have rather seen on screen, and it didn't. Yeah, like you said, it didn't match up with the films at all, especially with Rise of Skywalker. So I just feel like moments like that shouldn't be touched in comics or books. That should be something that they focus on in the main, live action or animation stuff. Anything to do with big moments for certain characters should always be, I think, on screen. But that's been some of my gripes with some of the stuff they've done. Like even Dark Disciples, a great book. I realized at the time Clone Wars was definitely canceled, so they couldn't make that arc. But a big character like Ventress dies in it, and that's something I would have rather seen on screen as her last story arc on screen. Maybe they'll do it one day. Maybe I'll get duped and think they'll do it on a Blu-ray set. But certainly, like that'd be great.
Now, listen, Joel Davis says, well, Steele, the nice things about the comics is that you can always ignore them.
There you go.
But is that not just what I said I did?
Exactly what you said. Yes, to the T, in fact. Thing is, like, but I mean,
I don't want to ignore them. I'd like to partake. And I presume that Lucasfilm would like me to partake also, as well as Catherine Nee. Hey?
Yeah. Like, I mean, well, also, the thing is, though, it's hard to ignore them sometimes when they're supposed to also fit in with canon. So, for example, when people ask, well, what was Kylo Ren's backstory? It's like, well, unfortunately, that was technically told in a comic book, and that's the answer. So, especially because they're in canon. I think that's what's tough about it is they're in canon. You can't ignore them to a certain degree. And that's what makes it. I mean, I ignore them, so I'm just like you. Yeah, I don't know anything that's happened in them except for when like screenshots like that come out. But other than that, I don't follow the story or anything.
Now, let's veer from our entitled fan judgment, crybaby, internet classic attitudes, and talk about something very important for a moment, and that is that some fellow Star Wars fans that I know, Corey, you've had, your mates with, have been hit by tragedy, and there's a GoFundMe for the funeral expenses and help for the Jackson family. Brandon and Nancy Jackson were involved in a major car accident, and it's with the heaviest of hearts that we announced that Nancy did not survive her injuries. Their son Braxton, thankfully, wasn't in the car crash, and he's with Nancy's sister while Brandon is still recovering. So there's a GoFundMe to raise money for funeral expenses and all that sort of stuff that, would just pile up. I don't know Brandon that well, except from someone I would see at events, and he'd be super happy. And, we just like be hey, we see each other around. But always a good vibe when Brandon and Nancy were around. So I'll post that link in the chat. And if you've got a couple of bucks that you can shoot that way, please do.
Yeah, I met Brandon in 2017, and we kind of, I guess, in a way like that year, bonded over Star Wars collectibles because he's a big Hot Toys collector. So we would talk about all the new releases. And then also he was selling his collection, and he sold me all of his vintage collection figures. So he had the whole entire set. I think it was like 115 figures or something like that. And he gave me like the best of deals on them because some of those figures go for like $200 to $300, and it was like, hey, I'll tell you what, like I will give them to you for $10 each if you want all of them. And I was like, oh, that's insane. And so we did that, and I got them and I displayed them, and it was really cool. And then we just started talking about Hot Toys. We haven't talked in a minute. I heard from him just through Facebook like a month and a half ago, probably. Just via a comment, and sometimes we'd comment on each other's stuff. So yeah, it's a real sad thing because he's one of the nicest guys I've met in the community. And that was a pretty big shock to see the other day, but I'm glad to see a lot of people are donating and doing whatever they can. Because it sucks. It's always so sad to see stuff like this happen to good people. It's just the worst feeling ever. But I'm glad the community's coming together to help out. So if you guys can donate, that would be incredible.
Excellent. Yeah, man, that's oof. Just
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, of how careful we have to be in life, and how each day you just never know, and stuff like that. It's unfortunately always such a heavy reminder of that. Yeah.
Let's break the mood with Ewan McGregor's beard.
Oh, always.
Have a look at this dude in the Hollywood Reporter. That is one. I got to tell you, this Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's going to be a hot piece of meat down the Mos Eisley Cantina on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Look at him.
Man, everyone's going to be wanting to get in those robes. Woo!
I mean, already in Revenge of the Sith, the man looking nice, but now he's got his hair going on. Yeah,
looking real good.
You know how like every 3 months, like for the last 2 years, Ewan would show up and people would go, "That's the beard. That's the one." Now we can finally say that's the beard. Like, this is the one.
It's like, there's Ewan with his head. Yep, got his head on. He's getting ready for it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah,
now,
yeah, go ahead.
Go for it, bud.
No, I do think on Tuesday, I think we're going to see our first look at him in the costume.
Wow, Nicholas Story. God, you know what the people want, Corey. That's why you get the big views. He says, "Hey guys, first time catching you live for some time. Reckon we might see the first official image of Ewan as Obi-Wan from the new series on May the 4th." Corey.
There we go. Okay, so here's what I'll say. There are rumblings currently going around.
Corey, please. Come on. Thank you.
So this comes from our buddies, I believe at Bespin Bolton, who broke this. They said that they're hearing something about something Kenobi dropping that day. So they're very reliable. Those guys usually know what's up. So I would assume the perfect way to celebrate Star Wars is just all they have to do is literally drop a picture of Ewan in the outfit. That's it. That's all. That's all you got to do. You don't need a trailer. You don't need some footage. You don't need any of that. All you need is the picture.
Listen, if they just post a picture of Ewan, right, it's going to be great. It's going to be so good. But there is no way that you or Noah, and not on a live stream, like going, it just would have been nice to see Hayden too. It just would have been nice. It just would have been nice to see Hayden too.
Yeah. Yeah. I will
Love
do
Ewan,
that now.
looks great, but it would have been nice to see you.
I will actually genuinely do that now. So I will have everyone know. If it's just Ewan, I will do that as a bit on the next episode. For sure. Yeah, it would have been nice to see Hayden for sure, but I definitely think that Ewan looks good in the outfit for sure. Yeah.
Now, he does sizzle that for months we've been doing these monster 2.5-hour sessions of sword fights and hand-to-hand stuff.
Yeah, the hand-to-hand stuff was exciting, so I guess Obi-Wan's going to throw down, which is exciting. I know Sal mentioned Visions in Book of Boba Fett, and I agree. Like, I do hope we get I do think we're going to get a trailer for Visions. And I think we're going to get a teaser for Boba, but nothing too crazy. And then Beth and Bolton also said they've heard a Cassian teaser trailer will be coming out that day. So I haven't heard anything on our end from anyone. So I don't cover trailer scoops anymore ever since The Mandalorian last year. So I don't know. But even if I heard something, I would not say it because I'd be wrong. So I don't know about trailers or teases or what's coming May 4th, but just from all our other friends in the community, they've seemed to be hearing some stuff. So, oh boy, look at that sad man right there. That sad man.
Now, the other thing down the bottom. Oh, and where are you at with Obi-Wan fighting Darth Vader? Are you pro? Like, are you up for the rematch of the century?
Yeah, I mean yeah, I definitely am. I like the idea of it. I think there's room to do that. I think there's a lot in canon that insinuates that they've seen each other since Mustafar. I think the only thing that breaks that a little bit is what he says in A New Hope. But there's wiggle room, I think. I think they can do it right. Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. I like my hardened head canon says you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
However, they're doing it. So now I'm just like, make it pretty sick. Like make it worth it. So when they're saying they're training for 2.5 hours, I'm just like, all right, good. I want it.
Yeah.
I want to eat my words. I want to eat them all.
What'll be cool is to see a fight between Obi-Wan and Vader the way we used to see them in the films and in the prequel. So not what we got in A New Hope, but an actual really, hardcore battle between the two. I think that would be very cool to see because we've never really seen that with Vader. And I think this would be the one time Vader would let all his rage out. Because you could actually argue that the reason Vader is so tame now in A New Hope is because he doesn't let his anger get the better of him at that moment. He knows that he has to strategically beat Obi-Wan.
No, you're killing me with this stuff. I can't. Yeah, I don't. No, don't. No. Just don't push your luck with me on this one, Corey. Just I'm going with it that it's happening, but don't then go, well, in A New Hope, that's why he did this. And no, you're killing me.
Usually not me, but yeah. Yeah.
Daniel Santos says, I really hope they don't fight continually, but I still think it would look cool. Agree with Steele, which is one of the best comments we've had today. So, but at the end, right?
Yeah.
It says, finally, McGregor told the Hollywood Reporter that he did some screen tests. I'm reading this from StarWarsNews.net with director Deborah Chow, which he used as an opportunity to sing her praises. This might have been referring to the in-costume camera tests done on the set of Mandalorian we learned about last year. He followed up by teasing an appearance of a young Luke Skywalker in the show. After being asked whether those tests were done with a young Luke, the actor said while grinning, "That's very possible. I don't know."
Yeah.
Little Wormy. Getting up there. How old would he's? Oh, he'd be like 10 or something.
Like 10 or 11, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I like I said on your show last time, I really believe that it doesn't matter what age, you still cast Sebastian Stan, no matter what. You still have him as little Luke. So.
It's a shame it doesn't start earlier. So, or it's a shame that Revenge of the Sith didn't come out now, because then we could get like a little animatronic Hasbro, like the child, but it would be Luke Skywalker.
Right.
Like instead of the baby Grogu, you could have a little baby Luke, and
I don't like that.
You'd press his tummy and he'd cough up sand. It'd be great. I
don't like that. Wow. Yeah.
Corey.
You know, the Hot Toys Obi-Wan comes with little baby Luke. Have you seen this?
Yes, I have seen that.
I sold it because it was freaking me out. Little Luke. It was like, and I think it was freaking out my roommates too here, because I would constantly kind of put it around the apartment, and
that would do it.
Yeah, Claire thought it was a bandage wrapped up until she flipped it over and saw a face. So I've definitely done a number on them because of that. But
I am dying for the Luke Skywalker with baby Grogu Hot Toys.
Yeah,
that would be my one purchase.
Yeah, I wonder when. I don't know when that might be revealed next week. So
I feel like I have to buy something expensive just to repay how happy that episode made me.
Yeah, well, they showed the Ahsoka. I really like that one, the one with Grogu. That one came out, I think, last week. Those are so expensive.
All right, we'll wrap up with this, Corey. We'll go to a hotbed of Star Wars news and rumor. I don't know if you've seen this. It's the Twitter feed of Corey Van Dyke.
Oh, it's never good.
And I wonder if we can get a zoom on this bad boy. No, we just zoom all the icons around it. But it is some leaked Disney Plus 3 episodes of The Bad Batch. Now, episode 1, Aftermath, the clones of the Bad Batch find themselves in a changing galaxy after the Clone Wars. 75 minutes.
Yeah.
Aftermath of the Clone Wars. This wets my whistle. I love a good aftermath. Like, what was like seeing what happened after the blip in the Marvel universe, and then after it de-blipped, like all those.
It's like getting reactions out of people. How did they react to what happened? Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited about that one. Are we going to see Baby Omega or in the first episode?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think so.
Hey, can I ask you a vague question?
Sure.
Is that terrible thing that you told me still happening?
Think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So they are bringing out more Star Wars comics.
Yes. Never stopped. Yeah. I will say, so I've heard the premiere episode's very, very good.
Excellent.
And that the second one is very, very good as well. I don't know. I didn't ask for details of the episode or anything like that, but I think there's been a handful of people who've gotten screeners, and all I've seen from their tweets and whatnot, so it's very good.
People have got screeners?
Yeah. They went out yesterday, I believe.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Episode 2, Cut and Run, The Bad Batch visit an old contact. Who's that cat? He looks like a Hasbro Power of the Force 2 figure.
That's Hunter.
Ah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Good job. That's quite literally the point of this series.
It's a side view. I can't tell. Let's go back to him. I got to tell you, the Bad Batch, their costuming and stuff, it's very Shadows of the Empire. Dash Rendar would fit in well. Hint, hint.
It does kind of look like Dash Rendar. Yeah, he's out of the armor, so he looks different, but it's cool. There's a vibing together there. So the person who sent me the screenshot gave me the 3rd episode because that hadn't leaked yet, which is pretty cool. It says that they get stuck on a moon. Very exciting stuff.
You know what How many episodes are there? 14?
Oh, we don't know.
Okay.
Why would Lucasfilm give us details about anything?
Hey, listen. I love a good. I like to predict the future,
Okay.
especially of this young man.
Okay.
There is no way. Episode 3, The Replacements. The Bad Batch gets stuck on a desolate moon. Buddy, that's got filler episode written all over it. The third episode, they've dropped the ball. They came in with the hour. Sure, the second one, it was only 30 minutes. It was okay. But this one, filler episode. Filler episode. Lucasfilm are wasting my time.
We'll see. I'm optimistic about it because I know that the moon, it's a moon that Ahsoka and Rex crashed on in the series finale of Clone Wars. It was a moon, so hopefully they crash on that moon and meet up with Rex, and then it's a good old time. But
is Rex still on that moon?
I would think that would be very strange if he was, but if he is,
dude, that is such a long string on the bow
Yeah.
to pull. There's like on a desolate moon, like Wicket could be there then by that logic.
yeah.
I don't think it's going to be the same moon.
I don't know, man. Yeah, Sal, hit me up, man. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow Rex has returned. Yeah. Oh, somebody asked if you're doing roundtables on these.
I will be. I will be Michael Nip.
Very cool.
Alrighty, Corey.
Alrighty, Steele.
I feel like it's we've had some fun. Oh, I got
a little stab there, I see.
Yeah, so
Right.
I'm street legal. So after this, I'm going outside. I'm licking everything. It's going to be the best.
Very good. Well, hopefully, all of you guys who are watching can see Steele on Kessel Run soon. You can come into the studio.
I am keen.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Do something.
Absolutely. Maybe next week, perhaps.
I'm pent up. Pent up. All right, we'll talk about that. Thanks for joining us, Corey. Thanks for everyone in the chat. Appreciate that. Corey, you're one of the best in the game to do it. Let the plugs run through.
Oh, thank you, buddy. You can catch me at Corey_Wolfpack on Twitter and Instagram, as well as at KR Transmissions on Twitter, at Kessel Run Transmissions on Instagram, at PierPazakYT at Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as at Kessel Run Transmissions on YouTube, where you can see our streams on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And stay tuned next week. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff during the week. Aubrey and Diger are going to announce our new show on Kessel Run. It's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait to share details of that. We're just finishing up some stuff on that front. So stay tuned for next week. We got a bunch of streams hitting your subscription boxes.
Okay. Now, you really want people to check out this new show, don't you?
Please.
Yeah. Okay, thought so.
There you go. That's right.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, clearly this one's gone on
long enough.
So we will see you next week. Oh, yeah, I will be doing a stream straight after Bad Batch in the middle of the night, and then a reaction, and then we'll do the roundtables. Although it's a weird one next week. Maybe we'll do one. I don't know what will happen on the first one because it's a Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. God, double week. How many technical issues will YouTube suffer in just 1 week?
Can't wait
Quite
for
a
that.
few, I imagine. All right, you guys, help out that algorithm. Stay well, and may that force be with you. I think that Snoke theory is probably right, actually.
Probably.
Just between you and me.
Yeah, he's in the Bad Batch here.
Yes.
Bad
All right.
Batch.
Right now, let's go to order some t-shirts.
All right.